Okay, we are back, and as you can see, his head is, now that he is unwound, look, his poor little floppy neck, he definitely has droopy neck syndrome. Poor guy. Also, we have done some repairs. You see he has some seams that are split. I have already repaired 2 of them, one here and one here. He has another small one right here that we are going to repair right now. And also, he has a very small one right, it's hard to see, right here. See if we can get a close-up. Right there. His skin was in terrible shape when I got it. This one also needs to be repaired. We are going to use super glue. You have to be cautious and use super glue at your own risk. With this guy, he didn't cost me much, and I need to protect his skin as much as possible. So after I wrap him, I'm not going to unwrap his neck again. His skin is too fragile and needs to be protected. I also have repaired a gash, a terrible gash, that was in his tail. It was quite deep, but I'm not going to undo it. But it went all the way through to where you could see the plastic. And I repaired that. I am going to show you now how we are going to repair this little gash here. You can see how it's separating. Luckily it's on the seam. And this other new one. I will use a piece of gauze, and I will cut it to the right length, and I will super glue it. Okay, this is what we are using to wrap his neck. It is called Coflex. It comes in many bright colors, pink, orange, this light green, a darker green, which I also have, but I have misplaced, orange. It comes in many colors, and also camouflage. And a very good friend of mine from the forums, named Fancy, sent me this roll for my birthday, along with another roll of it. And this is how she fixed, this one's called Easy Tear, which is basically the same thing. Vets use it for cats and dogs to wrap their legs, different limbs when they're injured. And this is how she used, this is what she used to help her Pleo Peaky. Now I have cut 2 very small strips. You can see the size of my fingers. They are actually pretty thin, that we are going to super glue on the part on his neck here and on this other one before it gets any bigger. Okay, we are back. I had to have an emergency. I was out. I was not able to open the super glue. The super glue I am going to use, you use at your own risk, and if you are going to get it, you need to make sure you get the kind that says that it is okay to use on rubber. It is the closest thing to Pleo skin. Also, this says, it'll say metal and plastic. Do not get the kind that says to use on wood. If it does not say rubber, it is not the right kind of super glue. And this is a package that has 2 tubes, and it actually came from the dollar store, although you can get it probably at any pharmacy. It is very easy to use. We will now patch the Pleo's neck before we continue to wrap the neck. So now we will apply the glue. Okay, we have opened the glue. This is hard to do with one hand. We have opened the glue, and we are now going to carefully put it on the spot of his neck. This is hard to do, so I will do it, and then I will show you me putting the strip on. You want to use it very sparingly and not get any excess on the skin unless you are putting it on the area where you're going to put a patch. And I have already pre-cut the patches I will put on. Okay, I have put the glue on. It dries fairly quick. So we are now taking a patch and putting it on the glued area. Press down gently, not to get your fingers. And when it is done, it will look like these other ones. And I'm going to have to stop and put a little bit more glue, and we will do the same thing on this other area of the neck, which is right here. And I will turn this off, trim the other spots, and we will come back and wrap the neck.